Hi guys, welcome back to my pregnancy update. It is now, I'm actually now 19 weeks, but I'm filming this video for a 17, 18, and 19 week update. Sorry, I've been really busy the last couple of weeks because we're setting up this huge, amazing event, which is happening tomorrow, called the Global Mala Project in Manila, which is the largest unified yoga and wellness festival here. And so I'm executive producing it, and I have an amazing team around me. So we've been pretty busy, like getting that together, making sure all the teachers are in place, all the volunteers are in place, the venue is set. So we are almost there. So tomorrow, Global Mala Project. But going back, 17 to 19 week update. So this is where I'm at. Let's start with the baby's development. So at 17 weeks, the baby was about 5 ounces and 5 inches long, which is like a size of a little turnip. They can start moving their joints and their legs, and then their sweat glands are starting to develop, and the hearing is fully developed. So like I said, I like to play music in the house regardless, but now that the baby is really here, I try to play really calming, relaxing music, things that are just pleasant to have around. And I like to listen to a lot of classical too, which is really good for myself. It's good for my 1-year-old, and it's good for the baby. So it's just a nice chill vibe environment that we like to create. So that's 17 weeks. And then now 18th week, which was last week, the baby is 5.5 inches long, which is about that long, and it is 7 ounces in weight, which is the size of a bell pepper. So I like that they always compare the baby's size. I always look at the site called Baby Center, and they like compare the baby according to a fruit or a vegetable, which really makes it so visual for me. I'm such a visual person, so whenever I'm like cooking, I'm like, oh, the baby is the size of my bell pepper, like I'm about to eat for my fajita. So it's actually a nice reminder of where I'm at, because I see fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. So 18th week, last week was pretty chill, pretty normal. My husband asked me if I started feeling the baby yet, and at that point I hadn't started feeling the baby yet. And then maybe toward the end of last week, I felt a little, like a little butterfly flutter in my abdomen, but I wasn't sure because it just like happened once, so I wasn't sure. But at 18 weeks, that's when the baby's really starting to, I guess, flex their arms and their legs. They're moving around a lot more, and all their senses are starting to develop, like sense of your smell, the taste, the hearing, the vision, the touch. Their senses are starting to really develop. So things you eat, like if you eat, for example, chocolates, the baby's going to be active because of all that sugar and cacao and all that stuff. So I try not to eat chocolates at night, which I learned my lesson, because one time I had a whole bar of like dark chocolate, which, to me, dark chocolate is healthy, right? It's like super healthy, 70% cacao. But I could not sleep the entire night because the baby kept moving from all the chocolate I ate. So note to self, no chocolate past dinner time, because the baby won't be able to sleep. So that was 18 weeks. And then 19th week, which was this week, also another really busy week, but I'm really happy. I like being busy and productive. The baby is now 8.5 ounces, and it's about 6 inches long, and it's the size of an heirloom tomato, so it's pretty big. Heirloom tomato. And yeah, so that's where the development's at. I mean, like, I feel great. The baby's developing just fine. And yeah, and I think this week I really started to feel him. Oh, sorry. Edit that out. Okay. Bloop. I'm starting to feel the baby much more. Starting to definitely feel more uncomfortable, and my belly's getting bigger, so I'm having a harder time sleeping at night. So I am glued to my body pillow, which I really need to sleep with it. And I built this pillow fortress around me, which is not as bad right now because I'm not that big yet, but I like to do that, and just so I can get proper rest at night. And I've also noticed that, you know, I'm trying to cut back on the digital, like social media and all that digital stuff. I mean, it's great to be connected, but I'm really not into being hyper connected where I need to check Instagram or Facebook and all that like 20 million times a day. Like I'm in the moment kind of person, and I like to be, if I'm having dinner, I like to be having dinner with people, and I like to be having conversations. So I really try to cut back on social media, especially at night, right before I go to bed. So instead, what I've been doing is I've been reading. I've been reading lots of books, and I started reading a novel by Salman Rushdie. And because these novels are the narratives are so rich, I have these like amazing dreams. And I know that when you're pregnant and your second and third trimester, like you have lucid dreaming. Like, I don't know if other women out there have experienced this, but this is what I'm experiencing. Like my dreams are so colorful, they're so vivid, and I remember them when I wake up in the morning. So sometimes when it's really great, I feel super great when I wake up, but then sometimes when it's like, you know, disturbing or something like that, I feel anxious in the morning. So my dreams, I'm one of those types of people where my dreams really affect me and really affect how my day is going to go. So that's why I try to surround myself with beautiful things and positive images and positive music, just so I can program my mind so when I go into these lucid dreaming states that all the information and stuff is good stuff, good vibes only. So that's about sleep. And then like for me, I feel great. I got my energy back. I got my appetite back. So now I'm back in Manila. So I'm doing my Pilates, my prenatal Pilates, which I try to do 2 to 3 times a week. And then I complement that with swimming, just so I could take my baby Ace swimming. And then, what else do? I do yoga, meditation. So I try to like mix it up so I don't get bored. And I walk my dog, and I bring my baby Ace. Ace loves walking my dog. He likes paying attention, and I can hear him upstairs banging on the door. I wonder what he's doing. I think he's just playing, but yeah, so that's that for exercise. Nutrition wise, keeping a balanced nutrition, but I also noticed that the last couple of weeks I've been craving a lot more vitamin C. You know, they say if your body's craving sugar or salt or something, it's your body's way of saying that that's something that you need. So for me, it's particularly citrus and vitamin C. So anytime I could get orange or citrus or something into a meal, I like to have it for breakfast. I try to do so. So I think it's my body's way of saying, hey, you know, kick up on the vitamin C because you're going to be needing it, because humans are the only people that really don't produce any vitamin C. Other animals do. I know lamb, they produce their own vitamin C, and vitamin C is so integral to functioning organs, optimally functioning organs. So you're creating a human life as well as you have your own organ to take care of. So you really need vitamin C. What else? I still eat a lot of fruits and veggies. I add a protein in there when I can. Like right now, I'm making veggie lasagna for lunch, which I can teach you guys how to make too. I'll do that in another video. But that's really easy. I try to do all the meal preps in one day for the week. So, you know, we'll marinate all the meats, we'll do all the vegetables, like we'll clean it, we'll roast some, we'll steam some, and then we just put it in the fridge. So at any given time, when I get hungry, I always have some food. What else? Okay, that's it. I think right now, what other things am I doing? I'm so far behind on the nursery project. But this time around, like, to be honest, I'm not really stressing out about it, because I noticed like the first few months, the baby's in our room anyway. So I'm not even gonna stress about it. I'll get to it when I get to it. We still have the other baby room, so if and when the baby does come, we can just put him in the other room. But I mean, like, to be honest, like, when the baby comes, all they really need is you. They need the mom, they need you're their food source, you're their entertainment, and my veggie lasagna is ready. It's just, they just need your love, your cuddles, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm not really stressing over that stuff, and I'm minimal anyway. So I will, yeah, oh, you know what I'll do? I will also post another video on 10 things like baby must-haves, and 10, well, let me think about it. I have a few ideas, but definitely I'm going to post a video on baby must-haves and then what to pack in your hospital bag. If there's any other things that you'd like me to talk about as we go into it, please, please, please comment below, just so I can create a video and we can talk about it. Or if there's any problems you're experiencing, perhaps I can refer you or something. I can help you with some information. So just, you know, let me know. Another thing that we're doing is selecting baby names. So I remember last pregnancy when my husband was trying to, well, my husband and I were trying to put a name together for our first baby. We went through the baby books. Like, we had so many baby books, we had so many lists, things like that, and it was a little overwhelming. And my husband had a little, so my husband's an athlete, so he had this thing about the name has to sound good when the announcer says it. So we went through names and actually said, like, Agupa Anthony, like how a basketball announcer would say it. And it was just so funny when he would do it. I should post a little clip of him doing it when he does it. But this time around, like, I figured it's gonna come to us. I'm not really stressing over it. But it does, I am thinking about, you know, like, oh, what are we gonna name the baby? It's gotta sound good with, you know, the last name. And I'm not really too, like, I come from a Filipino Spanish background, and my name is very, very Spanish. And, but having a Spanish name with my current last name, which is Anthony, it doesn't really work. So it has to sound good. It has to sound like it complements each other. So that's where we're at in terms of like baby planning and stuff. Yeah, rolling with it, taking it easy, not really stressing too much because I have a huge event tomorrow that we have to plan for. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel, because I have other videos coming up, which has to do with prenatal, nutrition, health, recipes, smoothies, things like that. So I'm getting that together for you, and I'm gonna start uploading those in the next couple weeks. Okay, again, this is Teresa Herrera. Anthony, thank you so much for tuning in. But wait, I have to show you my belly bump. This is 19 weeks. Okay, there you go. Belly bump bump. Okay. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, you can find me on social media at Teresa Herrera 27. That's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or also on Facebook, but I'll put all those links below so you can just find a way to reach me. All right, thanks again for tuning in. Speak soon, bye.